Hey everybody, so this is about this definition of hobosexual. This is the person that another commenter on another video says coined this term, which isn't true. But before I get into all that, please like, comment, and share this video because this education is important because this is about class solidarity. So this is Dr. Nietzsche, a Rolling Stones writer who is fabled to coin the term hobosexual, which, as this person is using it, means typically a homeless man that seeks out women to leech off of her for a place to stay and her finances, especially during the winter. So we need to address, first of all, she did not coin this term. I did some digging, basically asked the internet what's the first use of hobosexual, and unfortunately it gives a whole lot of homosexual word correction, but I found one, and there's all these dates here that are before what she wrote in 2017, I think is the thing that I saw of hers. Yeah, this is much older than 2017. And this document that I found very much aligns with what she wrote about the hobosexual narcissist. And in one of the things that I looked at, this is the picture that they used. So let's just keep the anti-homeless propaganda going, shall we? By constantly depicting homeless people and hobos in this case as this looks like the demon emoji. Y'all literally demonized homeless people. And I've noticed that sometimes a lot of y'all only listen to black women when they demonize other marginalized groups, but we're gonna move past that. So back to the credits of the original paper that her work is based off of. All these sources cited here. And I just want to ask the greater question of when has academia ever done anything to help the poor and working class? Before I go any further into how hobosexual is being used to demonize people, why is your standard for how you choose who to believe on your definitions based on people who aren't in those communities and also aren't in your communities and people who have never done anything for you? What has academia done for you? And I'm not saying that the people that article and the article that she made don't exist. There are definitely unhoused people who take advantage of housed people and then drop them when winter is over or when their finances are exhausted or whatever. But last time I checked, we already had a term for that. We can just use this. Transactional sex, right? Yeah, this. Or are you just too hung up on gender? It's the same thing, except it's not something that specifically demonizes homeless people. People who already don't have resources like you do, an already marginalized and vulnerable community, those people, yeah, you don't have to demonize those people to make a point, because there's no way you can bash the homeless community in any metric without bashing other members of the homeless community. Because even in these more historical references, it does mainly focus on men, just like the present day reference was. Shout out to all the people who think she's the one who made it. Welcome to reality. But there's no way to bash one group of homeless people without bashing another group of homeless people, because they're all the same marginalized. And I will call myself out on how I was wrong as well. I was telling people that this word has been around since the 60s, 70s. Apparently this word has been around since before the 20s, because by the time these historical references were made, which I think the oldest one I saw was this one, that means that this word has already been in use long before academia caught up to it and started demonizing people. And the original setting for the word hobo is generally unknown, but it is from the late 1800s in terms of American English use. And here's the kicker. Here's where the whole academia falls apart. Hobos, tramps, and bums are generally regarded as related, but distinct. A hobo travels and is willing to work. Now, can y'all stop being anti-homeless now? Can y'all cut this shit out? Please and thank you. And I am relieved to learn that she didn't make this. She did not coin anything, but it is so disheartening as another black person for an educated black woman to be spreading disparities to a marginalized community But when was the last time academia ever did anything good for poor people? We're definitely not seeing it here. I'm going to make some more videos about this that are going to be shorter for the bite-sized attention span, but please share this video because, first of all, stop listening to academia. I don't care what color or what suit academia comes in, stop listening to them. They are not your friends. And second, just stop shitting on homeless people. Like, homeless people are your neighbors. Help your neighbors. I am more of your neighbor than she is, or any of those other people that wrote that original paper. And if you would like to help me, just share this video. Thanks.